Taa bụ ụbọchị Jehova meworo. Taa bụ ụbọchị Jehova meworo, nwanne m. Ṅụrịa na ọṅụ n'ime ya. Tiba aleluya n'ime ya. Taa bụ ụbọchị Jehova meworo. Taa bụ ụbọchị Jehova meworo. Taa bụ ụbọchị Jehova meworo, nwanne m. Ṅụrịa ọṅụ n'ime ya. Tiba aleluya n'ime ya. Taa bụ ụbọchị Jehova meworo. Ọbara Jizọs emena m mma. Omena m mma. Omena m mma. Ọbara Jizọs emena m mma. Omena m mma. Ikwere na ọ ga-eme gị mma. Ọbara Jizọs emena m mma. Omena m mma. Omena m mma. Ọbara Jizọs emena m mma. Omena m mma. Ikwere na ọ ga-eme gị mma. Kọsara Jizọs. Kọsara Jizọs. Kọsara Jizọs. Na mbụ ya ga-egbo mkpa gị. Kọsara. Kọsara Jizọs. Kọsara ya. Kọsara Jizọs. Kọsara Jizọs. Naanị ya ga-egbo mkpa gị. Kọsara. Kọsara Jizọs. Kọsara ya. Kọsara Jizọs. Kọsara Jizọs. Naanị ya ga-egbo mkpa gị. Kọsara. Kọsara. Kọsara ya. Kọsara Jizọs. Kọsara Jizọs. Naanị ya ga-egbo mkpa gị. Ịdị mma, onye na-eme mmale, ịdị mma. Agbanwe agbanwele, ịdị mma. Ịdịrị obi m mma, Chineke m dị mma. Ịdị mma, Chineke m dị mma, ịdị mma. Chineke m dị mma, ịdị mma. Ịdịrị obi m mma, onye na-eme mma, ịdị mma, ịdị mma. Chineke m dị mma, ịdị mma. Agbanwe agbanwele, ịdị mma. Ịdịrị n'obi m mma, onye m na-efe n'ịdị mma, ịdị mma. Agbanwe agbanwele, ịdị mma. Agbanwe agbanwe, ịdị mma. Ịdịrị n'obi m mma, Chukwu onye m na-efe n'ịdị mma, ịdị mma. Mmalite na ọgwụgwụ, ịdị mma. Agbanwe agbanwe, ịdị mma. Ịdịrị obi m mma, onye m na-efe, ịdị mma, ịdị mma. Agbanwe agbanwele, ịdị mma. Onye na-eme mma, ịdị mma. Ịdịrị n'obi m mma. Igbo bụ Igbo. Igbo bụ Igbo, birikwenio. Birikwenio. Ụtụtụ ọma, ehihie ọma, mgbede ọma. Depending your time zone. Anyị adịghị echi. Maka na echi adịghị agwụ ọgwụ ka anyị na-agwa ya. Ọ bụ na isonye bụ, what are you waiting for? Click the like button, subscribe, comment, share. If I na-ekwu na nke ikpeazụ oyi elu oyi. If today is your first time, you are welcome. If I na-eme bụ common sense, the reason I brought na ịmara ife. ebe ifekara anyị mara ifekara anyị gaa skuul mana ọ maka ife ị na-echefu ka iji wee nọdụ. I just want to make common sense as always. Ụbọchị ma alaghị mma. Greetings from here. Chidubem, greetings from here. Chinwe, greetings from here. Greetings from here. Ekele dịrị Chukwu. Norienne gift. Chim Kasimma, Obinna, Chidubem, Norienne, Uchoka for Money Man, Norienne. Greetings from here. Makamera Hinine. Zion Ego, Genkena Mane, Jina Duru, Norienne. Kelechi, greetings from here. Chim Kasimma, Ahine Kene, Alaka. Alaka Norienne, Chidubem Norienne, and I Gababi also. Jaosi, greetings from here. Yes, Amauche Norienne. Dịka anyị na-agwa gị na ndị gwuru okwu nwere onwe anyị ma na ife ha ji ekwu ya bụ humanity. Chukwuemeka Norienne, ọ humanity ka fa na-ekwuru ya. Okechukwu Norienne, ọ humanity nọ nso. So ekwugide gị ya maka humanity ya ndị chọziri ji eme biznes ya wee batagasị ya wee fịabazi arụ. Ọ bụghị na ahịa afọ na ọ na-ebuzi aka. O nwere ife anyị agbarị gị ka i were ya refresh your mind. Anyị ga-esikwa n'ebe a connect ya something to Ugo 247. I don't know if I am coming out loud and clear. Kata Jim Noro. I don't know if I am coming out loud and clear. Uche Norienne, Frank Norienne, Nonso Norienne, Mike Norienne. Okay, we move. Yes. So what if I got by the Kema? Okwu nwere onwe bụ maka humanity. And anyị afụgo Maazị Nnamdi Kanu fụ na ihe o ji ekwu okwu nwere onwe maka humanity. Anyị afụ Maazị Ekpanjọkụ mata na ife Maazị Ekpanjọkụ ji ekwu okwu nwere onwe maka humanity. Anyị na-ekwu Dr. Ngozi Orabueze anya fụ na somebody that is onye ife amalume na-adị mma yanwa. So according to yanwa, nafa nwere a registered and recognized political party recognized by INEC n'obodo Bongo. Then irukwenye ya n'ebe ọ nọ now, she is doing very well. La politics too. That is ọ na-afọ ya isi ka nna agwa ya, ọ na-afọ ya onwe ka efe ya agwụkwa gị n'ọkwa humanity. Jikọtago iruo n'obodo ebe ọ nọ na ọ na-afọ ya isi ya mana o nwere something anyị ya connect. Then anyị na-ekwu na face ya na-efe a na ahụ anybody ọbụla ga ya bụ ị na-ene okwu ya anya, okwu ya adịghị direct, okwu ya bụrụ ịdị na find the fault, run away from that person. That is simple truth. Maka face ya na ihe a na-enye need your distraction. Face ya na ife a na-abụ face of ndị ma ọrụ, ka ndị ma ọrụ bata n'ọrụ, ka ndị ma ọrụ take over ọrụ, ka ndị ma ife ọrụ nye ka fa bata, ka ndị ya bụ they will look you now. That is fane ya ya fasị debekene your different six by the side. Mana because of ifa na ifa All in that can not people that will always find face here and if na or we stage money you have to allow find the fault. Overall, because like we said some hours ago, James no understand, no really or go your no really. Oh no, say Dr. Ngozi Orabueze about Orabueze Fulani. We said good. Oh no, say no my we said good. Oh no, say no there for the template. We said good. Oh one for the template. Bo Maazị Banjoko. Ya nwa boy my Maazị Banjoko no n'ime. Atụana ya nga 6 years. Enwe room for appeal, which there is every possibility na ọ ga appeal na ọ ga-emeri. Ọkwa ezie. Anya sị rapụzie no ife niile. We now agree with you, like Dr. Ngozi Orabueze Amayemi. And you know why I agree with you? Because we know Namaze Baputa, all this confusion and distraction their end. So what are we saying? We said, okay, forget about Orabueze Fulani, forget about everything. Go and support with your money. One money, watching from Germany, over Somalia, one day. I am saying, forget it, Orabueze Fulani. For the sake of Maazị Banjoko is no my mere. Got ego n'aka the same people. No far na go who Maazị Epota. Which are that is common sense. I have done a fight. Oh, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze Amayemi. Onye nke Amayemi. Fight no more. Fight no more. For the fact na they lead that appeal. You don't have to worry. The only thing again, you never matter about advice. Go. Forget the I4 for an because of this appeal had a head. Got Yego Gaba, Kamaze by Esimaya of Makopata. That is our position now. I had the actually Miami and Miami love. Got Yego Goya. Oh, if I find the book. Mali, what do you have? You see all these people continue to blame. La face and they are just troublemakers. Face here and if I can continue to blame without telling you more bunonya bunde they lead this very appeal. Go there and support them. They only want to find trouble. The same people, Maazeba Megidekwa Ganga, they are the same people that will begin to complain how Maazeba has been abandoned. And Mbaga. Ama prophecy girls on Maga and keep as well. Why is been telling a woman when you can do the prophecy? I'm and dear. You gotta go now. Man, dear. Man, I will talk a prophecy. Oh, you had the social media. I will take you do get. Then from there, I got and Google 247. Una Google 247 matala in na face ya never. We don't need blame. Anything of like Madeleine without direction. Onya had the metia. Only blame, what the mother able cob. You blame Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. She is a human being like you. So instead of blaming, start. Because if you blame from now till next year, according to you, this na farmer. Satisfy. So since you know that they are failure, you start. Can you join the or you know if complain? And the face here if any then have somebody got direct because of this thing, go and support these people. We don't want blames. All this blame game or whatever so you should stop blaming. It's not why I am video with template. You said that she is not following the template. So when you say that, that is to say you know the template. So if you get men up, since they have failed, we go support you. So there is no need. Oh, this one, I said it. I said this one. I said this one. This one is not doing anything. This one, what are you doing? Nothing. According to Akama Zeba Yesiyabuta. According to Akabia Yesiyabuta. If we go, no, Mazeba, the only person who gave no. Tell our people to go and support USB. So stop complaining and we move. In here, they have humanity. So we should stop complaining or walk back. So let us listen to Maga. From Maga, we move to go 247 before I am Babaziana. The business of the day of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. So yeah, in a way, stop your complaint. Walk. They are human beings like you. Come and do it better. When I complain how DOS was not doing it well, how this one was not right, how this one. He did not. He kick-start something. And our people followed him. Enter Biafran, no. Humphrey, no. Ayakibo, no. Let us listen to Maya. Okay, video pa. Wait. I'm not sure what I'm buying. Message in Maga. The thing has been doing somehow since I don't know Gade. We move to another. We should stop complaining. Walk the walk. Complain have never helped. Let us go to this one because that one is still loading. Right. I'm gonna listen to this one. This young boy, the boy have a huge point.
Okay, listen, pay attention, Africa. I said Nigeria was sold for £865,000 by George Dodi. A lot of people went bizarre. They say, "Town choir, you are barely 20. How can you be telling us a history of 1800? They say, "Town choir, Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. How come Nigeria was sold in 1800 and 1900? You are joking. But listen, let me educate you because I can see that.
Let me take it back. He a 20 years old boy.
You are joking. But listen, let me educate you. You are perplexed. Pay attention. Yes, there was no such thing as Nigeria. Okay, listen, pay attention, Africa. I said Nigeria was sold for £865,000 by George Dodi. A lot of people went bizarre. They say, "Town choir, you are barely 20. How can you be telling us a history of 1800? They say, "Town choir, Nigeria was amalgamated in 1914. How come Nigeria was sold in 1800 and 1900? You are joking. But listen, let me educate you because I can see that you are perplexed. Pay attention. Yes, there was no such thing as Nigeria before 1914. Okay? When Lord Lugard amalgamated the southern and the northern protectorate. But listen, that does not mean that the entities, the territories, and the sovereignties that make up Nigeria today did not exist. You have to understand that Nigeria did not fall from the sky. No, it has always existed. Amalgamation is just a ceremony. Now, let me explain vividly on what the term Nigeria being sold for £865,000 actually mean. Pay attention. Listen carefully. Pay scrupulous attention. Get a pen and a paper and write it down. It's eligible information. You cannot be taught this in any way. Listen. You see, John Goldie is a British businessman. He established a company in 1879. That company is called United African Company. Now, when the British saw that he has a potential, in the year 1886, the British Crown gave him a loyal charter. Who gave him that loyal charter? The British Crown. What does the Crown represent? The Crown represents who? It represents Queen Victoria. Listen, yes, there was nothing like Nigeria before 1914, but you need to understand that you had territories. These territories existed as what? Empire, as kingdoms, as protectorates. Like you had the Sokoto Caliphate, Ndibo, the Bini Kingdom, the Oyo Empire, the Boni Kingdom, the Opobo Kingdom, and the rest of it. Listen, we're heading somewhere. I've established for you that this territory, this sovereignty, this entity that existed before 1914, that has been established. Now, George Goldie, I've told you about the company he created in 1879. I've told you he was given what? Royal Charter. In which year? 1886. Pay attention to paint more picture for you. It was after he was given this Royal Charter, he was also given military assistance to collect taxes from kingdoms and sovereignties along the river Niger. It was after this that he moved to collect taxes from kingdoms along the Niger who were trading in palm oil. Why do you think that King Jaja was arrested in 1887? This royal charter was given in 1886. It was then that King Jaja of Opobo was arrested by Harry Johnston. Because what? A royal charter has been given to who? To the Royal Niger Company. It was after that charter was given to United African Company owned by George Goldie that it was renamed to Niger Royal Company, because royal charter has been given to it. We are heading somewhere. Follow me carefully. Pay attention. Now, in the year 1899/1900, the British approached George Goldie to buy that company. After, in the next video, I will tell you what really conspired before they buy that company. Just know that the company was bought for how much? £865,000. Now, you will argue, is it Nigeria that was bought or is it a company? Listen, what George Goldie sold to Britain was what? An administrative trading right, a handover of control and authority of the land and resources of the people that will later constitute what is known today as Nigeria. A handover of resources, an administrative trading right. Now, when someone trades your resources and your land, what is that called? It's a purchase without you knowing, because as long as they were consigned, this company represented what would become as Nigeria. That was why immediately after this purchase was made, the British moved into Nigeria with full force. You cannot ignore the events that led to 1914 and only talk about 1914. That will be ignorance on a platter of gold, and that gold is not worth looking at. You have to understand that the Western Igbo of the Anioma people have been fighting the British in the Kumeku War since 1883. The war ended in 1914. It was the amalgamation that ended the Kumeku War. Now, when the British had the authority, they have gotten the company that controlled the resources in the Niger. And that's what they needed. They needed to control the Niger because they were controlling the north as early as 1900. I told you in my previous teaching that on the 13th of March, 1903, British soldiers marched into Sokoto Caliphate. That was when...
Give me a second. There's something I'm noticing. Right.
When Muhammad Asahiru the first fled into what? Bumi. They caught him and tied him in Bumi. They took over. The indirectly was flourishing in the north. Now they have gotten the business in the south, west, and the southeast. Lagos was under their control. Why? Because indirect route could not flourish in the east. It half failed in the west, worked in the north, and now they have gotten the businesses that they need. They are now in control. You think amalgamation would have happened if the Britain did not get the lands and the territories and the resources that they needed? No. It is this structure, this formation, this bringing together of different kingdoms, empires, and entities and protectorates that enabled them to amalgamate the northern and the southern protectorates for one exploitative interest. You have to understand that the amalgamation was just a ceremony. Before the amalgamation in 1914, the securing of resources and lands have already happened. Don't let amalgamation confuse you. It was the securing of these resources that what led to amalgamation. Amalgamation would have been possible without the securing of these resources. You need to read. You need to make research. These are books. This is the Nigerian Revolution and the Biafran War. This is written by Zenjamima Adebo in the year. This book was bought in the year 1981. 1981. These are books. These are the roots. Request for book I will give you for free. Okay? So you can learn and stop arguing blindly. I love you and I care about you, Africa. Wisdom is a principle, and I don't want this video to be lengthy anymore. If you want me to teach you extensively,
I did not notice. I did not notice Chibueze. And off flash and off flash. I did not notice, man. Definitely. I don't know if you people understand this thing.
enough again for you to understand. Comment. Modern day Tankoya, tell me more, and I'll tell you more. I love you and I care about you. Don't forget to follow me on social media platform. Follow me on Facebook, Modern Day Tankoya, Instagram, Modern Day Tankoya.
This guy history. Amalgamation 1914. Were events. If it happened before that 1914. So those events we all occur. And we move. Let us now go to. Let us listen to go 247. The guy now, if I need it now, way forward. Anybody when I know if when I find the fault, that person that don't want listening to. That is the truth. I when if you know if we ever now mark time, when I complain. If I need it now, at least push for this one thing. Ngozi Orabueze had a meta 100%. You're gonna push for this one, for the head, push for it. And the care one thing about this appeal, Mazeb and Joko. Just stop where complain. Stop complaining. Give them all support to find it. And the watch. The genuine. Genuine. So even when in a now, Bono you proof when I complain. Oh, this one is not doing it well. This one is not doing it well. This one is not doing it well. And you are not doing anything. You can't be serious. You cannot. Mazeba did not get to where he is, or everybody struggle no today. He did not get there by complaining that DOS was not following template or DOS failed. He know Nafa failed. We move. So anybody over in Ghana going forward. Next step. Let us listen to Ugo 247. because I listened to this his talk. I want to go ife dị iche na ife ndị ọzọ na-eme. Ịghọtago? I want ife dị iche na ife anyị na-ekwu na-abụ way forward. Listen.
Knowing, peeping, gossiping from, I greet you. I greet all the true freedom fighters from Biafra land and all over the world. And I greet Amazonians who have taken it upon themselves to stand and defend themselves, irrespective of their differences. They are still standing.
Irrespective of their differences. Irrespective of our differences. Onyere USB. Okwisi before na family maazi Banjoko abandon. Fekwe ni now, lay ni drike egota lawyer. So forget the differences. Forget ya rapukene template. Mana mgbe ọbụla fa na-ekwu okwu na-enidri ka egotere ya lawyer. Ife enidri na-abụ support ego. Or ife enidri na. So stop complaining. Direct our people into a CGM ego we go Tramazep and Joko lawyer.
Fighting. They have done everything to overcome every device and means to push them into eternal conflict. Not like Biafrans who have been eagerly waiting to fight each other. And the ones that have bought the opportunity to fight each other, they are in it, doing it very well. I greet everybody anywhere you're listening to me from. Like I said, I'll be the last person to come out and start making noise in the social media. Today, every information
you could have direction before one expect from all of us in the genuine. You cannot continue to blame. More than you continue on blame la face you are not making sense and you can never make sense. The highest sense they make now, you have blamed that they abandoned Mazep. Now, in the room for appeal, if you carry able as somebody neutral, USB, Gakwan Yoku Mazep and Joko, Konya Puta. USB, our people should now go and support USB. At least let it be this one thing. Kafa Metro. Let it, oh, that is how elders should talk. Let this one thing, at least let them get this one thing right. What is that one thing? To make sure name Mutarama Zep and Joko lawyer. Because the owners know free lawyer. So how about now, lawyer? What is expected of you as an elder? Not just you, anybody open free now. Not the whole problems. No like direct people. Nebefa gaga is support with the ego fake we go tell a lawyer. Complain cannot solve anything. If complain we will ask you, what are you doing? What are you waiting for? Start something, because Mazeba did not just complain about the OS. He kickstarted something and we followed him.
Information you see I passed on, go and verify if they are true or they are lie. I told you before that nobody is doing anything.
Okay, you said
about Simon Egba.
Nobody is doing anything. How about now? An appeal. You gotta go. So, getting your advice, your pressure now should be to USB. Now make sure at least get this thing right. USB, you must get this one right now. The one that happened before, let's say it's a mistake. You can use such word. Okay, in before, a mistake, but
we must not allow this opportunity to go and get Maazị Banjoko a lawyer. Mobilize in the bank with a lawyer. But he don't do it. The only thing he continue to blame, and it's not good.
But you people, I know why I'm saying what I'm saying. You people called me names, insulted me. But the question is this: what have you done for Simon Egba's freedom? We're not talking about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu now. Simon Egba, that something can be done because Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's case is like a place that he's in a place that there is no solution. There is no solution. The solution depends on you and me.
So now, what are you doing? Since they are not doing anything, what are you doing to make sure abandoned? What are you doing? What are you going to do? What will you do at least to support? If you can this your blame now, will it change anything? So because this is the mentality of our people. More than 5 billion blame. Or where for blame. In fact, immediately blame, their prayer is their prayer now. Let them fail, so that thing that I am saying, so that everybody will see it, because that is in the COG for you. More than 5 complain. Their prayer now is for that thing that I complain about for it to fail. But I told you they are not doing anything. Now, in any room for an appeal, why are you not talking about the appeal? Why are you not advising? Go it this way. What we need is money. Get this one right. Get him a lawyer. Let's do, guys, say something. But I had the only thing I can complain. Whereas some of us that is standing neutral is now guided. Forget your differences. Go and support. Find the fault.
And we are not doing anything. The only thing that was being done has been stopped, and we are not doing anything. The fact is this: Simon Egba was the only person doing everything, pushing to the end of the line to see that Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is freed.
Now, and we're in a room for appeal. Can you please advise people how to follow? You can equally lead. Get him a lawyer. That is just my own. There is no need complaining. We are not doing anything. Only Maazị Banjoko is pushing for Maazị Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. Now, Maazị Banjoko need the freedom. Yeah? How are you pushing to make sure no? Is he complained? No advice. No. The only thing you know, if everybody continue, they are not doing anything. No, I told you. The only one I seem to complain about. Hey, what you get? Complain. Work, support, direct. If possible, you lead.
And Nigeria was coming to a point of surrendering to releasing Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. Go and shake, go and wash. Before Simon Egba was arrested, what was the situation? Nigeria found out that Simon Egba is not joking. Simon Egba is not playing. Simon Egba is not making noise. He's not a social media noise maker like we see today. He pushed Nigeria into valley. He pushed them into destruction. And they began to process Mazi Nnamdi Kanu's freedom. They began to process everything. They began to go to places, talking, making noise here and there. And when they found out that someone is not giving a damn of their negotiations other than the freedom of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, what did they do? They begin a new trial. Remember, all the courts in the Biafra land has closed down and went away because Simon Ekpa instructed that if you are in Biafra land and you are not giving fair justice, fair judgment, you are not truly standing for justice, and you are a judge, you were called close and go, and they all packed and go. These have shown that they are not doing anything good, but the will of the agent or the will of the colonial masters in our land, Igbo land. We all saw this happen. The courts closed down. And they were still closing. Banks and companies, Botoye and other ones that are not ready to do the good thing, the good deed, began to run away. What did they do? They gathered, collaborated, and they found a way of stopping Simon Ekpa. And now that they have stopped Simon Ekpa, what is the situation of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Have you wondered why? Bruce Fenn is back. Have you asked yourself why Bruce Fenn is back today? The same Bruce Fenn that nobody had any hope on, that we knew he is doing nothing but extorting money from us. But today he is back. Why? Because Simon Ekpa is not there. No, not just because Simon Ekpa is not there. Who asked him to come back? Is it not Mazi Nnamdi Kanu? Because of what? Because you, the government of East, the government of West, the government of South, the government of North, in the name of Biafra, are not doing anything. You have not given hope to even Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The hope Mazi Nnamdi Kanu had was...
All these over here now, they are not spirits. They are human beings like you. What have you done? What are you ready to do? Now, Mazi Ugo, you know, there will room for an appeal. As an elder, if someone expect from you, equally, chaba foko, na appeal a fair kwanaka this opportunity gafa. If I be from respect from you, in a chafoko, you must go all out and appeal. If I be from respect from you, not all this story in go how Mazi Ebanjoko will work it like you. Now, a need Ngozi. Oh, how this one do? If I need na go tell a lawyer, are you not seeing it? Or this your complaint now? What will it change? Nothing. If I need now, guide them. USB declared when we are appealing immediately. Find need support to make sure that appeal nafa garunisi. And your job, but to that is not jarifa kafaruenisi. Not they are not doing anything. Nobody is doing anything. We will continue to find fault. It is not going to help anybody. What can you do? What are you ready to do? Mazi Ebanjoko, human being. Since he is the only one fighting according to you, why not guide them on how to make sure that appeal yaga successful with speed?
Simon Ekpa pushing Nigeria to the point of saying Mazi Nnamdi Kanu go. Those of you that believe, you will be clapping and writing letters and coming to social media to fight to go 247, fight the other, fight the other one, make noise. Listen, you are a fool.
The people you are talking about, both people that have never offered anything, not even advice, and you are now doing that learn of people that have not offered advice. Talk more. And the other man that you mentioned, a man and Ghanaian are just being on the same category. Or whatever, the only thing on me that I complain. Obongi wana as an elder, obey fro. No, when they appeal, how are you encouraging them? Kafagani, this demoralizing and about the best. Is this the best you can offer? Eh? Is this the best you can offer? You just need demoralize. Now, my brother, English, managing any manage, not the you gotta go. Why are you demoralizing them? Encourage them. Kapaganiru. Direct them. Advise them. At least that you are there. At least you can come out and tell them. Before. For that reason, this one, you should make sure complain cannot help. The Orama who fight. The Orama that have fought everybody. Who is fighting her? If one come now, direct and the on the next thing or the right thing to do, we will support you. Manobro case will complain.
By analyzing Biafrans video, when you have Nigeria to analyze.
Did you analyze Bongo? You should have been analyzing Bongo now or analyzing Mazepa court case. Since Mazepa body we hope never analyze his case, analyze the next step. It's only me analyze. Blame on only you sent. But when you don't want to take a step, you don't want to make mistake, but you want to blame everybody. Those that is actually taking step, whether a good step, more or a good step, at least they are taking step. Now, my brother, what do you go ahead?
You are a fool. Okay. By analyzing and exposing and fighting each other on the social media when you have your enemy there to fight. I asked you a question last time. How many of you can come out boldly, understand, and they say there will be no election in Biafra land? None of you can do that. Both your leaders and your government, because you are all fake. You are all lies. You are all liars.
Ndị a chọkwara nnọọ onye ejire fanga. You gotta go. Fachọrọ onye na-ejire fanga. Fachọrọ onye ya sound tough. Ganga. I'm telling you. Mana onwe fachọrọ email. Mana fachọrọ ịdị na-dictate. Oh, yeah.
You na lie you be.
You've got the best live football in the world and for free. I mean, who doesn't love that, right?
And it's not just the best match.
You are deceiving yourselves, thinking you are deceiving Biafrans. Where are your soldiers to defend the land? You don't even have a family. A family. You have not even occupied a family in Biafra land. None of you. Olu was captured by Simon Ekpa. Immediately Simon Ekpa was arrested. Olu was taken back. What does that show? Are you doing well or are you doing bad? You can never, I repeat, get your freedom without capturing anything. You have to capture, even from the Bible days. Bible days.
I capture Mazepa's freedom. You gotta go. Since lawyer how to capture. You know it not. But if any he wouldn't do is capture his freedom. Are you helping matters? Since he have captured Olo according to you, gone around. Now, Ejidegia. If you get busy able, stop complaining. Come out, tell us. You shouted before that they are not following template. That you are ready. Yes, wonder mother. Thank you. God bless you. I did not see it, but definitely all better because if you open and log out, in your by the live program and they are also no live. Okay, show for the fact that they may one no make okay better. The moment give us your in live. Anything normal happen during this live program now. That is that. After this live program, even all these comments now, immediately this live program may end or end there. Then always the other comment and that one guy remain there. But now comment lila. If we just end everything, I will. But God bless you one day, mother. Since no man Zeb and Joko boy and I capture, go and they capture him. Poverty adime. Nya advice got poverty adime. Stop complaining because it is now obvious, very clear. That you want cannot even capture. The only thing him will you resign and they run away. And they begin to dictate. Now, Ngozi, oh, nobody is fighting. Nobody is fighting. Case you got fight 3 years after you have run away. Nobody is analyzing Nigeria. Even came and analyze Nigeria and you run away. And you come here, did not even focus in analyzing Nigeria. At least we can learn from you how you are analyzing Nigeria. The same complaint, knowing fully well now they work via appeal. The same complaint okay.
The Israelites, while coming back from Israel, they have to capture their cities, their land, their states, one by one. Where have you captured? We saw it in Simon Ekpa. He captured Olo. He captured Olo and was going further to take over Imo, Old Imo State. To start with, what happened? They stopped him. Ever since Simon Ekpa was stopped, have you been able to capture a common household and you are here making noise? All you do is to fight the same soldiers that captured Olo. All you do is to destroy them. All you do is to condemn them. What have you achieved in this Biafra? The only thing you have achieved is hiding behind people's pictures and insulting people, hiding behind people's name and making silly comments. You can't even come out to fight.
Now this struggle, those that are freedom fighters, I want to advise you. Well, my advice, I want to tell you something. Epota neighbor freedom fighter. Potaro onwe Epota neighbor freedom fighter. Epota neighbor freedom fighter. Inekwana okere ka anya n'iru, inekwana okara fa anya n'iru. It continue around there, no them madu go for anya forget sorry. Because faga they are going to demoralize you. Can swear no evil. How get demoralized again? And the other what I would demand Banjoko saying that he don't have friend. Only the friend. E potane and then all this one abia Zoom. In a fire forget sorry. That is the simple truth. You must not trust them. You must not look them. Because number how they disappoint take it. You'll be shocked. More this person. That is the simple truth. You must not trust them. Yeah, but like TV, I just do my thing. I don't want to get involved. Because if you look up to Ugo 247, Ugo 247 are working on it. Or anybody over that you look up to, like this very struggle, guy working on it. What does that tell you? That we are all human. They can disappoint you at any time. Open and go 247. Now time like this we come. when he will speak without direction, especially like this face here on him, and the only thing that matters to those that is not even a freedom fighter, those that have never smelled the cabinet, talk more of being cabinet members. And the most important thing that matters to them now with this appeal. How about these people that have claimed to be freedom fighter or former freedom fighters? What are they doing today? They are still complaining and fighting each other, telling you that you are the one fighting each other. He never find out again, sorry. We have to do fraud or go 247. To according to both those on ground. They can disappoint, they will disappoint you. The only thing that matters to anybody now about how to secure Mazepa's freedom.
For your freedom, how many of you are boldly and wisely standing gidigam that you are fighting for Biafra?
But how about you? What are you doing? What are you doing? At least, now we go support you. You know. In fact, Mazepa get to this point for or get now based on what they determine. That is simple truth. Him alone, I'm a mean. So why all this blame? Why all this blame? Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is no there for the template. Since you know the template, by now, you basically follow with that template. You are still complaining. Or the okay? What are you doing? Nothing. And they complain. You say that they are not doing it right.
How many of you are fighting for Biafra today? All of you that call yourself media warriors and media fighters, why have you not aligned yourself with the USB, with the I don't know what to call Ogechikunkere own government? But join yourself with Ngozi Orabueze government, join yourself with Ogechikunkere government, or join yourself with a Mamadabo government. You have 3 governments. You know the shame.
Which one are you joining? Which one you don't join? You run away. You run. What are you talking? Also now. Then who will now fight the freedom for you? Face here if I now face blame game. All this your blame. I don't need that. You can't have dead now. No, then they who appeal Mazepa. Why are you not talking about the appeal? The USB declared, or whether not USB declared, and I go to appeal. Then now was you appeal. Now we are chamfa. Or a man and a gap appeal, or no area. What will you say by an appeal? Nothing. You want the appeal to fail so that everywhere be Jidaka. Oh, you see, they could not appeal for him. They could not appeal. Now, people who go appeal, if you were a wafa, go abamume, igabafa.
Hey, are your cold emails landing in spam instead of inbox? Is your current SMTP server provider suspended?
If you really love what a Mamadabo is doing, join the government. Be part of the government so that you will become an enemy to Nigeria. You cannot be a freedom fighter without being an enemy to the country you want to be free from. No, it doesn't work that way. You don't want to be a freedom fighter. It's already okay, but he's yes, not that is serious. Who is deceiving who? Are you not a fool?
Okay.
You want to a place, a situation where somebody like me would be denied the access to my family home.
Oh, you see? Okay, your problem, buddy, you want access to your family now home. So for that reason, he quit his freedom fighting. You see it? You see it? Each of you want access with your family now home. Go ahead, each of you want access with family. Mazepa ono chozri ko oburu ya wabo deny access to his family. down home. If you na-ekwu ka Maazị Ekpa pụta, ị chọrọ inwe access to your family down home. Maazị Ekpa anyị na-etozi na onye abụọ onye na-arụ ọrụ a kemgbe ị na-agba on your own, since you don't want to since you want to continue to have access with your family. Onye nke dorogoro ntutu taa ka ife ị na-eme to make sure na onye a pụtara. This is just simple question. Before na apụta na turn onye to saga, you know now na-ekwu okwu his appeal. What is your stand towards that appeal? Onye si na-enwere 3 government, that 3 you are not even supporting one. Onwere onye na-ekweri na this condition in front now. And you want people to take you serious.
Oh, and you will be here bragging, hey, we love Biafra, and you are fighting on the social media. You don't want to identify yourself as a freedom fighter. All of you, nobody want to be a freedom fighter.
Oh, nobody want to be. You were there after you ran away. You gotta go. You were a freedom fighter after Gabo, so you resigned. Why did you resign? You can't go and video template. You got my reason. Oh, now that you want to have access with your family. Then one night you walk out in the radio everywhere and I capture everywhere. Now, since he is the only one, something that what are you doing? Since you say that he is the one, army, USB army, army, CRC army, only Maazị Ekpa bụ onye nwere army. Ka ife ị na-eme ka Maazị Ekpa apụta? Nothing.
Una know the shame. How many of you can challenge Nigeria on this your social media?
Oh.
You are challenging Adade Orama, Rafael Ajere, Sane Akparawa, and who again? Kai Report, and all of them, Biafra Unite, Emmanuel Ludemijus, all of them are now the Biafra you are fighting.
Oh, yeah, but I fear. You gotta go. Oh, yeah, but I fear. Since Mbobo freedom fighter, we called before for you people to unite. You see, no, even though you go 247 give example that in the Cameroon, now this group no each doing their thing, this group no each doing their thing. Let all group actually then reach each now fight it something. Hello. How do you think na fire Gadiru? Now, any only one group. Gagrama Zep and Joko appeal. Only one group can need. If for a times, I want some of you elders advice on their work or we must open his teacher no. It is a must. We find a common ground because of to unite. This is your few days advice now. Before that is not going to work. This group. So since Navan does group by group now, Casey group now go who appeal only USB declared when they are go where. And thereby when they was query, one the buying capable support or USB declared. For that singular reason, Nafana go who appeal. Stop finding fault.
Shame on all of you.
Imagine.
You know, I learned a lot from Simon Ekpa. There are times you allow
you learned a lot. We are yet to see you put it in practice.
Yourself to be carried away by the activities or whatever it is that is flowing around. And whenever you allow that thing to move, you allow it to move, you move along and you try to call yourself back. Have you not staggered enough for 10 months now, since December till now? Is it not 10 months? You have staggered enough. Both the government of Ngozi Orabueze, the government people trusted and believed. You are all still living in saga.
People trust and believe. People trust and believe. And yet, you could not advise our people to give them that support. Kafanwe ike kpọta Maazị Ekpa. Ị ka na-complain. Na-complain, feel complain si aka ya gbakwa nkịtị. Ya gbama nkịtị. Ị na-eme video ndị mmadụ analyze. So, ikwuru ana nke ọma now. At least, Jairi USB declared. Jairi ndebe anyị go and support them. People trust this government. Ọ bụrụ ntụ isi ekwu ya ka iji esi na-ekwu ya. Epụta ikwuo ya, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, people trust this government. I have worked with this government. Now, do whatever you can. And you are supporting from your end. You go and give them your support. If I have what I expect from you. Not all this complaint. Who are you complaining to? You complain, okay, for your mind now, you don't talk. You are not making any sense here. That your Rama has been on your sanga. You know. All of them have been in the sanga. Where were you when they fall back? Where were you when they ran with the CRC? Where were you now that they have run away? You stayed now this government and people trust ya. One now, what if all the weapon are reputa? You address USB. This government of Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. People trusted you. No fall our people hand for this appeal. Our people must go and support USB. Appeal. If I would do not government people trusted. Living in saga.
Where are your media to fight for you?
Imagine.
You said you don't need media.
Young boy was the only the media. Over there, media go on fundraising. Because was really need your media. Funny the media. And go on, you walk to la media. Over need the media. Case if in a message how this months.
You dismiss the media. Imama Dabu, where is your media? Rafael Ajere, Saga, calling me to join Saga, and I say no. He became angry and called me wicked. Okay, where is your media? Saga. Una know the shame.
Work today is broken. We're all working in too many disconnected apps, and it's killing team productivity.
How long will you remain on this state? At least, if you no want Simon to return, no problem. Simon will return.
How will he return?
But make you do something. Prove to
how will he return? He conclude when I ganga. He now support to appeal. Oh, Simon will return. How? Over there, money game here. Oh, money game here. He will return. Yes. And we two options. One. Appeal anaga. Or even accept the judgment or Garo Yanga. Gabe Waku. Like you for appeal or you ganga. Not he will return. Everybody know no, he return. Oh, what
you are truly fighting for freedom. Or pack and go.
Pack and go.
At least they give Mazen the kind of hope that somebody is standing up for him. Why he's not here? Give him hope. You have dashed all his hope. That is why he went back to Bruce Fenn.
Ugo 247 is blowing hot here. He's blowing hot.
Imagine choosing Bruce Fenn over all of you. Una know the shame.
Go choose you. International lawyer. He knows the best for himself. More than his lawyers for okay, he must be more than more than a lawyer Jimako. Yeah, onye uru ya ka o ji choose. Just like ihe from the line na apia isi na ani. Banyere lawyer Maazị Ekpa choose. I don't know. I stand to be corrected. If the media bona obodo si na fa ga-akwụ ụgwọ lawyer Maazị Ekpa can pick any lawyer of his choice. If I be federal media, they choose this lawyer. So there is every possibility along the line, and that lawyer you choose re-emperi. You got to go now. My name will room for an appeal. So that lawyer now, Moya continue with the same lawyer because he will keep when or second year continue with the same lawyer. The only thing man is or that rule to a place where he himself will defend himself or on a group. So you will lawyer now. There is every possibility that he have known this man and he know what the man can do. Why are you people complaining?
Mazen Nnamdi Kanu preferred whatever Bruce Fenn is doing to what all of you put together are doing. It no be shame.
No be shame.
No be shame.
Only the foreign lawyer.
Una shame to shame me. Una shame to shame me. Do you see Mazen Nnamdi Kanu again boldly coming out to challenge whoever?
Kemgbe ọ pụtakwara na court last. Kemgbe ọ pụtara na court last. Ọ mmadụ ka eji aka. Ọkwa ngị nwa na-ekwu ya na Maazị Ekpa mere nke a mee nke a mee nke ọzọ. Kee onye ị ga-ekunye nwa ume n'ume. Ka onye ga-asọpọtụ nwu ka onye ahụ na-aba mba. Ordinary supporting this appeal ha na-ekwu okwu ya na okwereghị okwukwu. But Maazị Ekpa Njọkụ nọ na-aba na Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na ya ga-afụ isi ya na ya ga-afụ isi ya. Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na-ekwu anya ọfụna nwere anya na-aba mba mara your own. Maazị Ekpa nọrọ complain ba. Ị ga-afụ who to refer to today.
Do you see him? We are waiting to see what the judgment will be next month.
That is what we are waiting for.
Probably now that nobody speaks, nobody pressures, nobody pushes, they will do whatever they want to do.
Exactly.
Nobody will do it. I want to ask you a question. If Mazen Nnamdi Kanu will be sentenced to prison tomorrow for doing nothing, yet he was kidnapped from Kenya, stilled or kidnapped from Kenya and brought to Nigeria. If he will be sentenced tomorrow, what will you do?
Nothing. I want to go for again. Other people shouting, oh, if anything happened to him, there is nothing you will do. Nothing. Nothing. At why I got tomorrow, there is nothing you will do. Nothing. Nothing. Can never 5 years only him only Maazị Ekpa Njọkụ. They can let me, oh, if anything happened to Maazị Nnamdi Kanu, the only prayer you will pray is for something not to happen. Because if something happen, you no go do anything. And when you or complain, nothing will nothing you no go do anything. Nothing. In fact, I want to even use this opportunity to even talk to some Ndebai. We should slow down the way only batch Finland. Make one just slow down. Allow them to do their thing. Finland, they have done the most honorable thing. Do change them. Yes. Femesiana nyana appeal. Afam, God bless you. Finland, they make any time with so far basiana their game. On game wana call dere. Ibapa your own game. What a lawyer. Finland, they have done. Also the boy and no for John. A family for John in a family to pay for the rap room for an appeal. Or whatever work Finland, la huma promise but don't boy about my case. I'm if you know money on what will you do? Nothing. Family far quick near his trial, sentence higher, your room for an appeal. Family for any dream. Stop complaining and face the reality. Kota lawyer can't go out here. So all this batching, all this I don't need any friend of Finland. It is not going anywhere. It is not going to help. Finland at one Maazị Ekpa. So two things we had involved. One, Maazị Ekpa may accept to the judgment or Rwanga or Rosiangopata. Two, Lono appeal. Apart from that, you can complain from now till next year. Nothing changes. Makobana Finland, the Chorimaro, Fabro Maazị Ekpa, Fedebia Dime. Or no, nothing, no lawyer, nobody will go close. What will you do there? Nothing. About the same thing came from Maazị Nnamdi Kanu. But Maazị Nnamdi Kanu na Debia Nime.
for years now. Or can't wear anybody over anything. What if Finland used the same titles on Mazep and Joko? What I know, they have a call today. Tomorrow, whatever they delay titles. There is nothing you will do. So now, how find the grown no Messia, whether my favorite I'm on a favorite for the fact name we room for appeal. And for the fact not one younger, it was really joyful. Joy be gay, papa you goes, not complain. Finland, they don't try you. Try yaba mam my try yaba mo canonime. Try yaba mam my sentence yane. You got to know. So more than Finland the sentence yan on your cat. I don't know an appeal. Or no rungia. So I don't know about try yaba or putago. Ebeni batoni anga. But Finland de ben on your key, but why anga you room for an appeal. Kay for zone. Finland or Bruno one. What no business yo. Funny, if I hear protect go their own business interest. That is your business. About brother, about mad for plan B. Rap plan A or so plan B. So Finland is protecting their own interests. You. So now more than a fair belly. More than a fair belly. If I need to big gamma appeal, I am your wrong. That is the simple thing they want to get out. You must be. That is it. Criticize money. Remember, construct oil of man. More the man have forward later. When all this noise on American social media, it would know what they have done. What they're supposed to do. Toyanga, Niru for appeal. Can you force each of America? You
have anybody to challenge Nigeria? No. You see why you need Simon Ekpa back?
Because you need him back. How will he come out? Nothing. How are you encouraging those that is saying something to his nothing? If you know complain. Thank God for this. This our brother just commented. Cho Ayaba is still there. No judgment yet. I think was really grateful. To Finland. Also. That is the simple truth. Only business interests only protect. We must thank God for Finland. Oh, you don't know. Before okay, never now. Maybe family. Never family. So when you can what case you also high profile case it into a high game maybe picture. Na him man ka na ememe obuna na aga appeal what is lawyer because na omere ana pota by appeal one no ezikwa obrukwa na na arapi arab ko oro nga anya arapi ihe anyị na efegari Finland luku oh Finland do this Finland do that one Finland nwere ike kpọrọ maazi ekpa kpochie n'ime tufuo key nothing go happen nothing they focus on their business interest na emere on for business with bongo o me ife ga eme twa ya baka no n'ime na oputabe. That one and go see something.
Of these people, nobody is doing anything.
Nobody is doing anything, but don't when people name into a. What have you to say? You need Simon. How will he come out? Or by this your complaint. Okay, let's say let bygone be bygone. But now they are saying that how are you supporting them? They carry me and all our complaint.
In their own bidding, not Biafra.
Now, if I'm not going I will just I don't know this afternoon. Who is insulting who now? Imakuyewe insult. Did I insult him? You guys should stop insulting Mazugo, please. Reasonable in your comment. Okay, maybe from people like comment. No, you put up fear. If I knew now, then I got appeal. Must you complain for everything? You have complained about the template. Now, people na abalika kagaba appeal. Why are you still complaining? Why not encourage them? Ega appeal. And I am still saying it here. Finland na abanikwana. They don't try. Sentence yonya. Open the or try what will you do? Nothing. He complained nothing you will do. So we must make sure I am winning two options. Either I ain't graph appeal or I have a judgment in the stand there. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze he kwere na aga appeal. He support offer for aga appeal. But you support ezigbo lawyer. In not complain. If you not complain, that is that. We move to somewhere now. Whenever I got months back, but before I got there, you must give me 1 minute. Let me fix something. 1 minute. What you want to some months ago, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze meeting, and you were there with what is happening now. I'm back. Yes, we move. So the guy Finland abanigo. On what are you, bro? Or got you focus if protect business interests, yeah? They don't try. Open agwa himself in Finland, they got to man's up and got kwam into it. I don't go believe her. They believe her, man. That is the truth. Because first time, each them mad. You don't have tinya name, no nothing. On to after months. This opportunity, if I have all right, we must make good use of it. I stop where I complain. If I get able, now I gamma, more base job, international lawyer, which USB declared is doing, and they all must commend them. Commend them. Not it easy. Nah, I'm cold. I'm cold, but I'm getting better. Thank you. I'm cold. So now Finland they many for us so I have a canonime. No over the Europe. Yeah? No over the Europe. Nda Amazonia if I'm a group chukun na Ndị atụ onye nga kwamkwam. Okay, na ọrụ anyị bụ ime kichọ either na anyị gara appeal, which USB declared na aga, or anyị hapụ ya ọrụ nga, which will stop complaining. What is complaining? Enweghị ife ọ ga-eme. Now let us go. I'm going to say something. You know, I told us na if I don't know who nwere onwe maka humanity. Onye ọbụla ji ana akọrọ ụdị ife a, onye ahụ amaghị ife ọ na-akọ. O nwere
in any emerging
ife anyị na-ele anya na-abụ months ago. Ka nchọpụta ya ka ị were ya plus or with what is happening now. Let me read this thing. Okay, the thing have not appeared yet. Okay, that's appeared. Thank you, thank you. I'm strong. I'm strong. So here in an if Dr. Ngozi Orabueze post through. I want you to listen to it again. That is the truth. If you come out, we go see you. That is the truth. Because a man if he ain't complain, no one something they not a table. They better than this your complaint now. How are you encouraging USB? How are you encouraging our people? Now with ego. Can USB Fagabaka game here. Oh, ndị ọbụla weta si ego fe were je gota lawyer. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze ọ bụ maka ọ na-ekwu okwu freedom o ji eji ego ya je eme ihe niile. Encourage our people ka ha ga tinye ego ka afụ ego eji gotara ya lawyer. Ọ bụ complain ife a na bụ meeting Dr. Ngozi Orabueze nwere with, according to what she wrote here, breaking meeting with Aman Dabre Elias and the United States of Biafra Chief of Staff, Dr. Orabueze. Listen to the two recordings on how Aman Dabiri's plans for USB recognition after our declaration in Finland, yet suing USB. If I have a post, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze mere, oge ahụ for that lawsuit or Rokolon, MSC after the redeclaration, she sat with these lawyers. Faba next step. How to go? How many of them can on this discussion happen here? Next step. How many of them can on that very discussion? They're left with Ogechukunkere. And this next step, awareness to see of the only person. Yes, thank you. Yes, thank you. Happy man. The only person never follow that next step with Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Not even the lobbyists, not even Elias, not even Ogechukunkere. None of them is following this next step. Only Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Do you know why? My call for humanity. When political party, then ruin abroad ebe ọ nọ now. Na-emesi ife ike. For you go na political party. Because nwere onwe anyị na-ene anya ọ ga-aga inweta ya ga-agakwa beyond if I furu na-ekwu. There was a day I was saying something. I said, Orue na anyị ga-akpọpụta somebody in America sponsor their political career with ego ka fa ruo ebe a na-ekwuru anyị ọnụ anyị politicians, because these lawyers say for here, these lobbyists, all these lawyers them they nwetakwa ọnụ ntu ahụ. Thank you. These lawyers them they still need an insider by a politician. Gana ebubute maka Biafra. Not na table Donald Trump. lawyer Elias, if you know that na Washington DC kwaka, I am lobbyist, if I get fante. Faka need a politician name. You will listen to it now. Then you ask yourself, who is following this next step? Nobody. Not even Elias. Not even Ahmad Dabiri. Not even Ogechukwu Nkere. Only Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is following this next step. Because they need an insider who a politician. You don't know. It's a lobbyist. If you know a lobbyist, you have a web. What can need is somebody, an insider, a politician. And I said it before. Yes, thank you. And I said it before. Obro not need it. Anya chon the politicians are Jebu demo Biafran matter. Now White House. Anya chofa. Anya Obro no support. Anya support offer. 25 votes. Kaparigro. Koifine and Achodre are easy. Apart from that, what are difficult to Amanda, all these people cannot just do it alone. Yeah, they go face now. We don't need all this complaint. The only one thing, now, how can you support with money? Can US really declare the quotation lawyer? Oh, China. Now, the person is wasting his time. Eggman, they are not talking about appeal because far better with prophecy, and you cannot trust such people. Okay, he's not talking anything about appeal. Why would you appeal? Whereas Lion are not here with all these lobbyists for 9 months. For you got to visit your man for 1 day. Manama Zeba will lobbyist with all these people. None of them, all these lobbyists, all these lawyers, none of them visited Mazeba Joko. And don't want somebody hand on that. And that person is comfortable. Oh, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze had game one lawyer. But come and listen to this next step. When you listen to this thing, join it with what is happening today. You will agree with me that in whatever this recognition the difficult without planting politicians. These people in Washington DC, they are all into business. And they have their business interests. But the most thing that matters to them, you must plant your own people. That is the easiest way to go. And the layers them confirmed it with Dr. Ngozi Orabueze here. Now, the reason why I told you that Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is the only person walking towards that next step, I have my reasons. And I will show it to you now. We don't do propaganda here. Don't worry. We will become better and stronger. Thank you so much. Come and see. This is some months ago. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze posted secret meeting with India. When you listen to it, you will know that lobbyist is not even enough. Lawyer is not even enough. You need lawyer and you need lobbyist. You need lobbyist and you only need a politician. So the question now is, all these politicians say for politicians and they prefer that their interests with business more than anything. So need is to build politicians from grassroots in America. Grassroots politicians. In mobilizing the mind to go and the campaign for them and the TRF vote. From your own matter. Trump American president. In fact, every state in the news every state. Apart from that, the lobbyists, all of them confirmed it. Now, finally, they are an insider. Come and listen. But before we play this video now, let me show you something. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, who the only person following this next step plan or plan within that today. If Dr. Ngozi Orabueze post September 13th, go post to refer. And the key for the breaking breakfast with Senator Tillery Blech, who will be going for the Lieutenant Governor for the state of Georgia. Onye ayale ana ese pisha na abo onye na-aga for governor. Onye na-aga for governor state of Georgia. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, they play that politics of next step. That next step, Amanda Biri and Elias, they know, they admitted that you cannot make any headway without having politician, man, insider. You will hear it. But that next step, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is positioning herself. Be close to Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, make the governor, state of Georgia. Or whatever Nankaya, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze na Pankatane step one, no, na where if Biafrans na Gabiga. Obey man and Woka make the rueba, na Woka now, or less more betrays, man over no betrayer. Woka Jabo, our number one governor. Jama Maka, if Biafrans la Gabiga. Onya na governor. Or that is on a contest governor. So key for the key for game open on your window, state of Georgia. Or the Goku Biafran back can you with somebody? Mama care. Can you with all these businessmen, all this Washington DC from the Niger? Many of them which are good business already. No, we don't go. Let's continue to look at the pictures. I'm talking another picture. If I go on 13th, can come. Let's look for another. Behind you, we hand to about something say for an island or the beyond the way you are out. I'm being frank. If I have ever found the idea on a position nowhere. If I have ever found it, I'm going to comment to you. You are right. Nigeria has bought a lot of these US politicians. They have people living in US. All they do is building. If I and I are very, very difficult. All of them you see have been bought over. All of them. Here from Kukareba and Washington DC. You Kukaracha, far by go more worried in Obodobongo. Fagabia. Rapusi Obodobongo, interest in car, fan edited now. Far up your follow begging. Nadia Fragi had Ami had edited. We are ever half of Agudia, nearly wise. Tomorrow now, I have a target with my Maton is here to Tiger. So if we are that, or the poor possible. Kai by who American politics ba me yim and Bob America bonye by Cheria Kagawaya. Kai Papan American politics ba me yim. Osike I raise somebody from nowhere. Never in our support where in fact we campaign for the person. I have to hear on ya. Kind of position if I enter. We must learn how to play this politics. Yes, soldier go, soldier come. We must go and play this international politics. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze na afa yon on afa yon now. Na agba onye chọrọ ịbụ gọvanọ na agba ya nso. Ọ bụrụ ma na onye amegide bụrụ gọvanọ na ya na ya adịgokwa ntu a na ntu ọbụla ọ fụrụ ya dị na nwoke a must ọtụgharị problem anyị nwekwara na this struggle bụ na ọka mere onye nọ n'ọchịchị mepegoro ọnụ kwuo okwu for one day banyere this very Biafra ọka nwere not even governor from any state ọka nwere onye ọbụla siri ntu apụta outside obodo bongo kwuo okwu banyere what our people is going through. Exactly. Not just in the US, we must get involved like this politics. And I am saying, this is my own opinion. Finland and I don't think I have to be anger. Over Finland decided they have to do the same thing with Mazeba. There is nothing you will do. They complain the so now, in fact, to go the anger, money the use, you make use of that opportunity. And the Dr. Ngozi Orabueze na for you na politics, Georgia. I cannot just come in what are you doing? You must go all out and play international politics. You want to hear their voice. Then go and support them, play their politics, and they expect them to speak for you. Not all these people that have been bought over. It could be now this lawmakers say from America, it could be a fancha. Many of them has been bought over. And that their business interest matters to them. Look at Dr. Ngozi Orabueze now for you and politics in America. We propose for you. If I need the far now more than ever. I need the far for you only. Onye ọbụla nke na ya dị na mma onye agha rigoro ha nọ n'ọchịchị at least ka ọ dị nwere na record la one governor of any state outside obodo bongo pụtara one day kwuo something banyere Biafra. We must use our brain now. We must use our brain now. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is playing that politics. Ama and Dabiri and Elias, they told her that they need somebody. Local politics, America came to say Ghana need somebody, and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is here playing that very politics. What is Elias and Ama and Dabiri doing today with Ogechukwu? If I got Washington DC, they can't plan to deal with Obodo Bongo. He just enough. I can't slaughter their deal. So the reason you over here, if Dr. Ngozi Orabueze for you. That is the truth. Honor for you, and we must give it to her. If our politics I need now, if any now boy no, for you, we must who body. Father, in or father, we pray. We have a contest the governorship of Georgia. Even in the politics, you as well can only query. We from Konya to Wendra. Yeah, the SA picture. Nkabo can everyone no good step with a picture. Now come and listen. To some of you that believe na lobbyist is just enough. Come and listen. A lobbyist and a lawyer is not just enough. Like this very politics, if run about how. Come and listen to their meeting. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze recorded this meeting.
What next steps?
Come and listen. You know about next step. Listen. Very close attention. Next step. Iga know about okuru na fa need really good na local politics. Na fa need really one mad insider. Now listen.
Next steps, which of course I would then augment on the political level. But legally, what would be the next steps now that we're putting in place all these things that I mentioned to you? Once, I think it would be interesting to have the results of the referendum, but essentially in any emerging government, what needs to take place, and this requires some work, is the transition of an overall document like the Helsinki Declaration or the new
transition of overall document. But I have been told now Ogechukwu said that he don't want any document. Oruachi ya Biafra n'aka ọ chọrọ document mana Maazị Ekpanjọkụ jebere declaration to generate document mana Okechukwu nkeresi na ya achọ document mana this Amanda Berry meeting ya na Dr. Ngozi Orabueze mere months ago, they were talking about next step transition of overall document. If they now even they swept it under the carpet, forming not hearing, forming not interested. Let me take it back. You got that? Can be done from next step.
Next steps, which of course I would then augment on the political level. But legally, what would be the next steps now that we're putting in place all these things that I mentioned to you?
Once, I think it would be interesting to have the results of the referendum, but essentially in any emerging government, what needs to take place, and this requires some work, is the transition of an overall document like the Helsinki Declaration or the new Constitution of the United States of Biafra into practice.
Let me say something to this your comment. One mmadụ o nwere ife ị ga-aghọta. Obodo Bongo ọ maro na obodo Bongo enwero freedom to give you. Ọ maro fe enwero freedom to give you. Fa na-atụ egwu ndị ọchị itinye ọnụ n'okwu nwere onwe a maka fata ire anụ ya ọnụ nwere onwe a bịana. Ọ dịrị obodo Bongo n'aka inye gị nwere onwe. Ọ nwekwara ntụ esi ya adịsị ọsọkwa gị gbara ihe obodo Bongo everywhere. Nwanne nwere onwe na come out. I am being frank. Obodo Bongo has no freedom to give you. Britain or Arab go for aka. Britain again go have freedom. So and any freedom or freedom of nke ha natara Britain ka ọ bụ nke ọdende nyere fa. The only thing obodo Bongo na-atụ egwu bụ ndị ọchị itinye ọnụ n'okwu nwere onwe a. Ọ ife a ka agbagidere lekalịka were jide Maazị Ekpanjọkụ. In fact, kesi Maazị Ekpanjọkụ ntụ o si agakwu na sef. Obodo Bongo sef farman like chakwu ya gịnị ebe appeal ebe a na-ekwule na-eji chụọ ayaba for some months now. O nwere ife ekwu. Farman like say. So the only thing obodo Bongo na-atụ egwu bụ ndị ọchị itinye ọnụ n'okwu a. Ole woto gị nwa ebe ka ọ na-eje. Woto gị ma ebe ọ na-eje. Adị m asịkwa gị, adị m eru n'ukwe ihe niile outụọ. Mana ihe na-amaghị bụ na obodo Bongo enweghị freedom to give you. Ife ha na-atụ egwu bụ ife ọbụla ya emegide ndị ọcha were tinye ihe ọnụ. Ife a bụ ife a na-agbara ọsọ. Let's continue.
Working rules for the Biafran government. And this essentially would be a division departmentally in the government of the roles of the ministers, of the due process and procedures that need to be in place. But a lot will depend on, essentially, Elias, on the political lead of the amount of recognition we get here for Biafra in the United States and the steps that would need to be taken. What I would imagine is, and this would be a joint lobbying and legal effort on behalf of Biafra, is what's interesting is not only are we in a little bit of a holding pattern for Biafra, we are a little bit of a holding pattern here in the United States because there's a transition coming within our government.
Enwere transition na-abịa within all government. Kedu how good ịma that local politics, that transition na government niile na America. How good You must know it. Or you can this lobbyist here. You must get involved in the local politics in America. It is a must. You must know this local politics, their transition and everything. The same people in a rich group $1 billion agreement with Obodo Bongo, and they don't care. They don't send you a message. Obiru ina agwa fia look na my country fire go nkiti on abu your country ebe ka ino mgbe Obodo Bongo nara gị abịa ka ibe ime business with them. Kobu ka have ka fapuo kacha agreement fabile with or contract fabile with Obodo Bongo because ni ibu certificate or ibu akwụkwọ. Oh look, ibu map. Look na my country. This place is my country. This one onye dị in charge bụ onye farmer. Onye dị in charge fana eme business ya bụ onye farmer. Ọ bụrụ na ọ bụ nke nwagara business ya, ị ga-anọ nnọọ na this now mmadụ anọ kataburu akwụkwọ pụta. Oh, don't come here. Come and help me. You reach the agreement with the owner. Owner won't reach the agreement, and no Bongo can in charge. If you don't know it today. How good my local politics in America. Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is on her 4 years here. She is trying to go deeper. You must meander. Interest now from Obodo Bongo in Washington DC. Now get to here. You must know local politics in America. Ideas beyond if I want to social media.
That will take place on January 20th. And we would need to find out the key people and positions that would be of interest for us within the State Department.
One number if I we don't run propaganda. Yeah, truth. But the template I here. You may not like it now, but as time goes on, you go like them. Ghana beyond if just no it got by obodo n'ime gbaba politics amaruga amalo maybe local politics, and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze is doing exactly that. And if this lobby is still a woman, how good Dr. Ngozi Orabueze local politics America, how well ona agwafa na fa need mmadụ an insider gonna push if ha na-ekwu banyere Biafra, because how alone has lobbyists and the lawyers, they cannot do it alone without having a politician where the same mindset. If they help ha push you, how with the information here the politician they push you, have a politician just lawyer ka have na going here negent
department. Right. And who the Biafra Nigeria desk person would be. I mean, what I imagine is at some point it would be very interesting if the new Trump administration would allow the appointment of someone in charge of Biafran issues, essentially a Biafran.
La Trump administration, somebody allow, may appoint somebody in charge. Oku Biafra. Very, very close attention. Today, how many of them is working towards this goal to achieve it? To make sure that this Trump administration may somebody put Oku Biafra appoint like his government. How many of them learn here today? Here is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze going to comment there. Let me take it back. Gent.
The transition coming within our government that will take place on January 20th. And we would need to find out the key people and positions that would be of interest for us within the State Department.
Right.
And who the Biafra Nigeria desk person would be. I mean, what I imagine is at some point it would be very interesting if the new Trump administration would allow the appointment of someone in charge of Biafran issues, essentially a Biafran.
Trump administration allow, if they will allow somebody in charge of Oku Biafra, a mayor appoint. Trump administration a mayor appoint. Over their politics go. Onye adesija arigorodia. Ndebe anyị must put hand together. Osi ike anyị asọ mere onye campaign toiria onye aga na-epuchu our agenda na ebe a onto aka o si abịa. Ọ bụrụ na na-ekwugheri lawyers na-ekwu nke all this lobbies na-ekwu ya ka ha chọọ wee ka mara ma Trump administration ma ọ jekwe ma appoint onye ji na-ebute okwu Biafra, telling you that them alone is not just enough. Fact, I need somebody again my appoint go inside they put you the same agenda Biafra. How many of them go nowhere today? Care plan on where more they achieve. Not the impossible. You must get into that very politics. Government politics. Over here, I'm social media. I need somebody, an insider. Let me take it back. Listen to that part very, very well. Very important.
And this would be a joint lobbying and legal effort on behalf of Biafra. What's interesting is not only are we in a little bit of a holding pattern for Biafra, we are a little bit of a holding pattern here in the United States because there's a transition coming within our government that will take place on January 20th. And we would need to find out the key people in positions that would be of interest for us within the State Department.
Right.
And who the Biafra Nigeria desk person would be. I mean, what I imagine is at some point it would be very interesting if the new Trump administration would allow the appointment of someone in charge of Biafran issues, essentially a Biafra desk within the State Department and those issues.
Ị chọrọ nwere onwe ka ife ị nwere ikwu banyere ife a ka mbọ ị na-agba to make sure na ife a bụ plan pana Dr. Ngozi Orabueze nwere before the gangsters hijack ya. Next step ka ha chọọ wee mara ma Trump administration a ga-ekwe ga-eme somebody ga na-epuch okwu Biafra appoint ego. That one need money. Who need ego? Unu chọwa na nwere onwe obodo bụ nke nwere freedom to give you. In fact, if you to Bongolians niile na na nwere ike gbanye nkịtị chọkwa turn everywhere upside down. Got on upside down. They don't send you message you. You don't know. Until you realize this thing. Maazị Ekpakwara gị na ya na-achọ nwere onwe a multidimensional approach. O wee ma abandon Biafra Republic government in exile. Wee gawa redeclaration that it may have a name and to generate document. We move for gawa. He said that he want na ọ bụrụ na ife a na-emere ya na ife na-eme nke bụ noise. Ya nwee emepecha na gọọmenti in exile n'anya. That was not just enough. It wasn't good enough. Osizi okay, he got a declaration to generate a name and the document. Ya ga-eji were ya gabazi for recognition. Then ndị nke a na-agba gị na fan ka ga-ama ka amata ma onwe somebody a ga-eme appoint. Ma Trump administration allow ka eme somebody appoint ka onye a na-epuchi okwu Biafra. Ọ bụ ịma na onye a n'idie na-egemere ya campaign, emere ya campaign. Ọ bụ ịma na n'idie ego. Ịchara obodo bụ nke nwere freedom to give you. The earlier you know this thing, better for you. More than even the chọpụta ihe na mkpa ka ị ga-ama na ife a Maazị Ekpanjọkụ kwuru multidimensional approach that he is not joking. Where he made that comment. Obodo bongo na it handlers when you can get it. Each turn everywhere upside down. Turn all upside down. They don't send you a message. Turn everywhere upside dond. Five send a message. When freedom. Fanatan liberty and freedom. You must think. This is what Apoga is supposed to be doing. Any attempt to abolish Biafra party in Abuja money, they will tell you to go to hell. I'll go for Apoga. Apoga, Lanambra, Apoga, final. The earlier you know this one, better for you. That is the truth too. Among everywhere in the east, I think only Anambra, very that is template is multi-dimensional approach. Why apụ na agba politics ka nwoke a rigoro ọ dị nnọọ ka ọ na nwoke a acha ya ọkụ na wande ọma mpụtasị na ihe ya na-emekwa ndị Biafrans na ọ dị mma ejiri kene nke ahụ aka ị na-echere abụ mgbe onye nyere gị freedom ụfọdụ ndị anyị alatara ka anyị na-ejene.
Oh, that would be very significant, like a special envoy, maybe.
Somebody who would actually guide the State Department's policy.
Thank you for calling my attention to it. Thank you, because I have noticed it before. Ntu ọbụla o si adị Doreen apụghị aha ka anyị na-ene ya kwefuru politics anyị ga-aba into politics agbata ya n'ọsọ kwefuru ọsọ agbatara ya n'ọsọ because ọ bụrụ na o debeghị anya na nwere onwe a ma ga-achụ ya ntu ọbụla. No wonder Maazị Eba said multidimensional approach. Ịnọrọzie na-ebe akwa one approach, that is your business. Ha na-achọ somebody ka amara ma ị ga-eme onye aha point. Trump administration na ị ga-eme onye aha point onye gị na-epuch okwu Biafra na White House. Ị ka nọrọ ịmaala aba na politics
regarding Biafra. And what helps in these types of situations, Elias can, I think, support my point of view, is to have an organized, dedicated group of people with a specific mission in mind. Now, the
specific national mind, dedicated number of people, gain national mind, but you know, here we have Zamerians and Samperians.
State Department, I think on January 20th, because Dr. Orabueze, I don't know how much you've been following the internal machinations of a new administration.
Dr. Orabueze, I don't know how you are following internal politics. Internal. They have lawyers, lobbyists, na aju Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. Ke go see follow internal politics America. Oh, well, lawyer. Okay, if you relate, I don't know nwere bonga bog. Bonga nwedi nwere onwe. Inya gị. So ị ga-emepere anya. Na-ege ntị. Let me take it back again. Ka ịnụ mgbe ọ jụrụ
support my point of view is to have an organized,
yes, now,
dedicated group of people with a specific mission in mind.
wait for any the chadiare na bongo ntua. Bongo na atụ ndị ọcha egwu. The time mgbe a sịrị that this friend of Igbo is coming from abroad, ịchọrọ na egwu egwu. Bongo ma nọ ndị ọcha kafa na-atụ egwu.
Now, the State Department, I think on January 20th, because
Listen.
Dr. Orabueze, I don't know how much you've been following the internal machinations of a new administration, but I think it will take at least a few weeks.
Can to say follow internal politics of the current administration. You need one idea. Boy,
If not more, to find out where the State Department is going as far as mission, the changeovers. We still need to have the Senate confirm Secretary of State, and then deputies and assistant secretaries of state. And I think at that point,
yes,
it would be not only an effort as far as the lobbying by Elias to reach out to the legal counsel in the State Department to see if we could get somebody, a designation of somebody who would overlook Biafra issues.
Discussion. Then what do you have? The gangsters say one also. This very discussion, it was well cooked and done. Okay, gangsters say also. Let them come and discuss like this. Now let us see. If I have a secret meeting somewhere. Oh God, but you drop at Dr. Ngozi Orabueze by careful plans somewhere by this very struggle. Oh, kwa agent yo. Oh, kwa Orabueze Fulani yo. Oh, kwa wanyi jigawa. You got to know. Man on a plan. Way forward. Next step. Now this very struggle. You got to go. Oh, kwa Orabueze Fulani. The same people they use now to sue her to court. This COG. What some of them cannot do does not exist. Many of them are terrible.
Issues within the State Department. I think that would be a great victory to have somebody looking at this issue and guiding the State Department and a point of contact.
I need somebody as point of contact. If I have a lobbyist, lawyers, I need somebody as point of contact na State House. When you're gonna guide Oku Biafra to the White House. I need somebody as point of contact. If you like, oh, to everybody everywhere, they don't send you message. Also, body everywhere, they don't send you message. I saw one like that. I don't know if it is Sokoto. Nah, you must build alliance. You can worry people. What about this age? This age, money for hand, the back for grant. That time age, Jesus of Nazareth, would be a Ghana, your oil and gas, Captain KG. When I oil and gas in a web there. We feel it, again. If I this Bible, if I have a Bible, if I have a number, go see if you were fairly in car, or if I don't. In a talk where had you Jesus and was in a new and come around or Chicatabe or Mount or the Abbezi. So you get a very government. That is the truth. Follow these politics. Follow them. Everything no one now politics. In our lawyers, how can I need the mother? Let me take it back. Just a little. How can I read the mother?
It would be not only an effort as far as the lobbying by Elias to reach out to the legal counsel in the State Department to see if we could get somebody, a designation of somebody who would overlook Biafra issues within the State Department. I think that would be a great victory to have somebody looking at this issue and guiding the State Department and a point of contact.
That will be a great victory. In with somebody in email when you guided the State House. Point of contact, no, gonna be a great victory. Yeah.
Which would also lead to legal contacts, because if we have the general counsel, generally the State Department and the Secretary of State relies heavily on the State Department's general counsel on legal issues, international issues, because on issues relating to bilateral conventions, bilateral treaties, multilateral treaties, and how the State Department approaches.
Amezi onye ọcha na-abịa ka ọ bịa nyere gị aka zọpụta gị n'aka a fellow black man. Ọ ya arapụ gị di ya gbuo onye onwe unu. Ọ na-abịa for what? Ọ solve problem dị area. Ọ mere onye na-abịa to save you from aka onye ojii be. You got to go. If I say ka ihe a na-akpọ ya. Ka ihe a na-akpọ missionaries. Ha dị agazi. Na-abịa ịchọ igbu onwe gị gbuo onye onwe unu. They no send you a message. So in the follow the politics. Also, many of them can fight for tsunami now.
Emerging country will be largely dependent on the legal counsel in the State Department telling the Secretary of State or the Deputy Secretary of State, yes, go ahead, this is feasible, we can do this.
Maazị Ababe, politician, he understands all these things. Or what second need to regenerate a document. And that document become legal document. Now get the grab bali now. He know all this politics. And the Chukuna Mama, young man, I think ruling party in Finland, which you know got it very easy to go and push. Fagan get up. The buying this you Katwayanga. The Yami Federal Fire. Today everybody is crying.
Under US law and international law. So I think we have a general idea, but the problem is we are getting a new government over here in the United States to see who is going to be in the State Department. Also, I mean, it's not just the State Department. This sort of bifurcates into other departments, such as Treasury and the Office of Foreign Assets Control, Department of Commerce, which also has its own security arm, which has become more and more active, and the law. Department of Commerce essentially traditionally has been in place to deal with the interests of U.S. business internationally.
Interest of U.S. business. All business can also want to go in Africa. They don't send you business. Business interests.
And promoting U.S. business, but that can go very well in hand once there is an emerging government to show the Department of Commerce. Look, there's a lot of business and U.S. business interests that could be very, very beneficial mutually for both Biafra and the United States. So it would be a multifaceted approach, I think.
Now, let us go to the other one.
Governments here in the United States in legal matters. I don't do any lobbying at all, and that helps me separate. I'm not registered ever as a foreign lobbyist for a foreign government, but my specialty is in dealing with very difficult and complex international legal issues, which interestingly apply to the Biafran government in exile. And I am pleased and honored to be able to help your government. And my goal is a long-term relationship with an actual government that's not just in exile, but one that's recognized by many, many countries. And let's cross our fingers, UN recognition and a member of the United Nations. So that would be, I grew up, my parents are
if I don't come to Orabueze and
I remember my parents talking about the existence of the Biafran government and the issues. So it's interesting to make a connection between my childhood stories about Biafra, and my parents were always very politically active, talking about Patrice Lumumba and African causes, and Biafra was one of those.
Okay,
so now here I am as legal counsel to the Biafran government in exile. It's a pleasure and it's an honor. To you.
And also to note an interesting person
I have
we come from very similar cultures. Armand is of Armenian background and I'm of Greek background, and we both come from people that have experienced genocide and ethnic cleansing, and that's something that the Biafrans have experienced. And I told Armand, this was very, we found it very humorous that some of the Biafrans were confused and thought Taburi might have been a Nigerian name, and you remember I put out a tweet that Armand is not a Nigerian, that he's an Armenian American. But
anyway, thank you so very much, Dobry. It's really
they got his school.
To Elias, who I call my brother, and a very good son of Biafra land. I don't even know how to. I mean, Biafrans are like.
Now who's here? Lebeyas.
7, trying to protect, trying to attack whoever says anything negative to Elias. They're ready to jump in. That's how like.
Okay, Dr. Ngozi Orabueze ready to fight dirty for Elias. Our people be ready to jump in to fight the person that is very media. Today, what do you have? The same guy I know answer no no.
How passionate he is to Biafrans, and again, our Prime Minister, His Excellency Simon Ekpa, is somebody that millions of Biafrans love, and they obey him. They whatever he says, they see him as their savior, not just because he's Simon Ekpa, but because the cause they believe in, which is the independence and restoration of Biafra, has gone just beyond an individual. So while our leader Nnamdi Kanu was there, and Nigerian government abducted him from Kenya, and he's right now in Nigerian DSS dungeon for the past almost 4 years, going to 5. Our Nnamdi Kanu, whom our PM Simon Ekpa, whom Nnamdi Kanu told Biafrans, go and listen to Simon Ekpa. That is actually whom the whole Biafrans and the world is following.
Exactly.
And our Prime Minister has brought a lot of changes in the face of this struggle, changes that we have never really known before, a lot of awareness, a lot of information to the world, thanks to Elias and his group that have also helped him to let the world know this true situation of things, unlike before. So again, as Elias has said, my name is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze. I'm the Chief of Staff to the Biafra United States of Biafra, before Biafra Republic government in exile and de facto, we are both at home and we are brought. But right now, after our declaration of our independence in Finland, we now are United States of Biafra. So I'm really glad to meet you. I know that PM told me about you a long time ago, and he told me specific task that you'll be doing, and I know I asked because I know there's another attorney Levy who was doing something. I mean, not in African level, because he I think in the OR he tried to in the committee of African nations, the COAS, that group.
So that is that. Our point here, they are not coming to have mercy upon you. You gotta go. Because you want the mercy upon yourself. Come and listen to this. The reason why the declaration. Listen.
But what are we going to gain from this convention? What we're going to gain is that every document that we're going to generate from this convention become legal document that we'll be using for the political approach and diplomatic approach for the Biafra independence and recognition. This document will be sent to the United Nations. This document will be sent to the U.S. Department of State, or every department that foreign department, the Congress and all that. We have it, European Union and every other region that we feel that needed to have it to support Biafra at the UN. That's where the whole thing is going to start. Only then Biafra will have a name. Now it is only noise we're making.
Only then will it have a name. Yeah? Hi. Rapuo.
And Nigeria have understood this very well. They know where I'm going. And that's why they are restless. But I'm watching them, and they are having problem with going to India too. But what are we going to gain from this convention? What we're going to gain is that every document that we're going to generate from this convention become legal document that we'll be using for the political approach and diplomatic approach for the Biafra independence and recognition. This document will be sent to the United Nations. This document will be sent to the U.S. Department of State, or every department that foreign department, the Congress and all that. We have it, European Union and every other region that we feel that needed to have it to support Biafra at the UN. That's where the whole thing is going to start. Only then Biafra will have a name. Now it is only noise we're making. And Nigeria have understood this very well. They know where I'm going. And that's why they are restless. But I'm watching them, and they are having problem with going to India.
Yeah, wow. Yezie ntụziaka ka ọ pụta ga-abụ ya ọsọ na-akọ inyo ọ bụ ife abịa. Anyị need support oge na USB ka e wee gotara ya lawyer ka ọ pụta. Ọ ife anyị na-ekwu. Here is the link. If you want to make a comment, no insult, please. If you want to contribute anything, do well and comment. Follow the link. Mana ọ bụrụ ma USB, anyị ga-agba mbọ kwa idosie ha n'okwu ike ka fa gaba appeal afakwu garuwe n'isi. Anybody over that is not telling you that one, onye ahụ amara ihe ọ na-ekwu. Madam Origin, grab the mic. You are welcome.
Oh, you see how first I was trying to type in link, please, when you sent it.
Okay.
Well, sorry, I hope you feel better.
Yes.
Yeah, I drink a lot of water and I don't know what else. I'm not good
with it.
Well, thank you so much. This is a very... I hope when the baiga my hand, I hope they wake up. I hope they understand what the situation is. To be honest with you, if it is all about money and oil and you know, I wouldn't even bother myself with, you know, all this brouhaha. It look like there's alarm. Are you hearing alarm?
Yeah, no. You are coming out very loud. Go ahead.
Okay. So, you know, our people, when you look at it critically, you find out that most of the problem, major problem, is our people lacking understanding on what is going on.
Exactly.
Until they wake up to realize that this is not about the person. And also, if you know, the governance and the way, the trajectory at which the government in Bongo, thank you so much for that name. I think I'm more comfortable with Bongo than any other name.
Yes.
Or else contraption is another good name for it. If the system of governance is not really hostile to the people, in fact, it is the whole thing is so scary and nauseating that a government, the only way they survive is by destroying the indigenous people, by employing outsiders to eliminate the people. But you know, if that is how crippled the mentality of the people ruling are. They have nothing in their brain.
Nothing.
You know, if you are dealing with people that have a sense of reasoning, or they kind of care for the people, who cares about the money they're eating? But there is no heart for the people. You will find out a place where a whole village is cleaned up. They sign it. If they don't,
everybody go about their businesses as if nothing happened.
They sign it. If they don't sign it, it wouldn't have happened. And people are watching. Now, let me move it back to where you are today, because the what you raised today is very critical. Because you hear our, you know, I don't like to talk about this because our people are so sensitive to men on ground and this woto thing that once you call it, everybody's antenna is jail. They want to swallow you because you mentioned it. The truth about it is that little did they know that that was how that country was set up. It was set up militarized, and everybody's eye is on the militarized nature. So you're looking for your own people to buy the other side, while they have found a way of allowing you to buy yourselves within, and they are eating the money. Now, that is not going to get us what we want. It will in no way, in fact, it will worsen it. Let us move it to where you are today, which is what Amanda Dabre and Dr. Ngozi Orabueze and Elias discussed, which is the way forward.
Yes.
Please, Biafrans, this is the way forward. The way forward is learning how to use the footwork. If you watch, if you're a good basketball fan, you notice the people that use the best footwork get to get the ball in. If you don't master, and for you to be able to get advantage of your opponent, you study the footworks. You use the footwork either for. So it is very important to understand the footwork, the footnotes, what is going on in the world today, for you to be able to move forward. Exactly. And I keep telling them, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, Prime Minister, I call these people these names with all amount of respect, because you need to earn my respect before I give it to you. Yes. They have positioned themselves in where they are, not by sleeping or by sitting and using the Nigeria system, which these, well, ignoramus are using. Sit down, snatch it, grab it, run away with it, and share the money and make noise and look for who you're going to put it on their head and sit down, continue the nonsense. So Mazi Nnamdi Kanu did a good study. If you don't study Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, if you don't study Prime Minister Simon Ekpa, if you have not gone through their video and their teachings, please don't ever come out and say you are looking for freedom for Biafra. Don't, because you end up destroying it. These people, go and follow up. You will see how these people, how organized they are. And today, Dr. Ngozi is following their footsteps. That's why if you say, who are you following, I can comfortably tell you, I love what she is doing. Now, Amanda Bray, there are two visits here. Amanda Bray, I think it was, what is his name? The first guy. Elias that introduced Amanda Bray to Prime Minister Simon Ekpa. After the interview, he found it interesting. And then when these things happen, and when you look at the two videos, you will realize that from what Amanda Bray is saying, it is right after November, because the election has already happened in the United States and before the inauguration, because the inauguration happened in January 20th. So what they were discussing was way forward, looking at that there's going to be a change. And I tell you the truth, I keep telling Biafrans, one of the miracles that happened to us was because there was a change in government at this time, in this season, on this date. Because Biden and Blinken, we are not pro-Biafra. I say it with all due respect to them. Because whenever anything, and as at that time, go and check what happened in December 23, where there was an announcement, the world had it, there was going to be a pogrom, annihilation of the people. On the 23rd, 24th, 25th of December, there was a massacre in Plateau State. That was when Biden was still there. Nothing happened. The next thing, Blinken came to Lagos and disappeared again. But today, as soon as this regime came in, the old thing that they were working on, how to stop this spying and this elimination of life, they brought the files out. So there is hope for us. And I pray, I'm not going to waste our time, that we don't miss this season. And if you have someone there already that has the capacity, let me use the word, hear it again, that have the capacity to vote in a caucus, respect that person, please let that person, pray for that person, support that person. I rest it there. And that is Dr. Ngozi Orabueze, if I may.
Thank you. Ben choose, grab the mic.
Good evening, my brother Kelena. Thank you so much for your work and all the things you are doing. I don't know, this video you played before, that audio you are playing, when was that audio
I think that was it. I think maybe after the declaration, then they held meeting for the next step, the next phase, how to move.
Oh, okay, let me say clear one thing now.
Okay.
You see, what we are now is recognition. We have passed the stage of agitation. We are no more agitating. It is when we are in brigade, that time we are agitating. And that time we need a lobbyist. Now that we don't need lobbyists anymore. What we need now is recognition to any person who make alarm, say, yes, this country has been recognized. You see, what these people are doing now, Elias and Co, they are criminals. These people, they are criminals. They know that Simon doesn't need them anymore. They are still playing with the head of Okengwe. at the moment now, they are still playing with his head because they know that he doesn't have something upstairs. So what our DPM is doing is to hang on with somebody who will come closer to the government in order to say, yes, this country has been recognized. It's not for lobby. We don't need lobby anymore. As you are now, Kelena, you have every right now to go to Capitol Hill. If you have that tempo, that very this thing, it can go there and say, listen, this country has been recognized. And this is who we are. And this is what we are supposed to do.
Thank you.
So we don't need any lobbyists anymore. Any person telling you, oh, we need somebody who will be there doing that, that person is lies to the pit of hell.
Thank you.
Because Elias and that debris are still telling people that you are still agitating, that they need money from you to go and lobby. That could mean a lies. That is what they are doing to in order to reap more money from him. But our DPM found out very early enough and tell them your job is finished and we are no more in Brigade. Now we are United States of Biafra. So we are sovereign. What we need now is only recognition. And we have got many countries who has recognized us now. We only just need a push-up. It's our action at home. Our action will make more people to know who we are. Not we that will be going to people to be asking them, oh, this is that. No, we don't need lobbyists anymore.
Thank you.
I don't know if you understand where I'm going.
Yes.
So what our DPM is doing is to try to hang on with any politician in America who will throw the ball immediately, say, yes, we have heard about this country redeclaration.
Yes.
This is a sovereign nation now. We are no more agitating. We don't need lobbyists anymore.
Thank you.
So any person coming to tell you that, oh, I'm a lobbyist, I want to go and lobby for you, that person is a criminal. That person is looking for something.
Thank you.
So this is what I wanted to clear to people, that the Elias and with his gang and debris, what they are looking is for their pocket now. That is what they are looking, because their job is finished. Their job finished in the Brigade.
Thank you. Thank you.
The moment it's declared finito. Now we are going for recognition.
Thank you.
Thank you, my brother.
Obi-Wan, grab the mic. 1 minute. 1 minute. Obi-Wan.
I know, 1 minute, I understand. We just have to be lucky. Never mind. We just have to be lucky to be part of this evolution that is happening. Yeah, it was loud, man. Listen, we just have to.
Go ahead. You mute yourself again.
Anyway, we just have to be lucky to be part of this evolution that is happening now, because definitely it is gonna happen whether we like it or not. And the situation at hand now, the country, Nigeria, is very weak, has a very weak foundation, and is falling. Whether we like it or not, it will fall. Eyes are on Nigerian government, on Nigeria as a whole now, as the highest place. Christians are being persecuted. So, and you can see the regime in the United States is part of their major thing where they are looking in. And in Nigeria, is not hidden. Amnesty International is saying their own. Another person is saying this group is talking, pointing hands. There are Christian organizations that actually was sending food to Nigeria. It was showed in my church on Sunday, last Sunday. Everybody was sitting, listening, showing pictures of Christians that are being killed and the supplies, food that they brought to Nigeria and this and that. And you can imagine a great nation like that with so much population of people that so-called the smartest. And yet something like this is going on. So for what I see, it makes whatever that is going on in Nigeria now makes our struggle even more simpler, like as you expected. So that's why sometimes I need to panic too much because it's already done. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Amaka Merono. Doreen, the money I actually know. I need me 1 minute. So this is like a 1 minute or they are small. I have to rest. What was my alone? Amaka Mele. May you be protected. May you be preserved. As a Jew, Kabia Mabura goes up Elias. And Doreen, when time, Mamma is the link, Batala. Amaka Melono, join us in some hours' time as we move. Now here's a show we can be. It's bye for now.